Hey, welcome back to Talking Points. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has introduced a bill to ban abortion after 15 weeks nationwide. This is the strongest effort to limit abortion rights since the overturning of Roe v. Wade in June. Talking Points analyst Jake Morrell is in studio to tell us more on how it's affecting the abortion conversation nationwide. Jake.
Chile, good evening, and we're going to look at how this bill by Lindsey Graham affects voters and specifically voter registration going into the midterms. But for now, we're going to reference voter registration effect of the Dobbs decision right now. So we'll take a look at February 2022 here. This is a 10-state average of new registered voters. 48% of those were female and 52% were male. So pretty even numbers back in February. But as soon as we had the Dobbs decision come out, now that did overturn Roe v. Wade, we have 56% female and 44% male. So a pretty big swing over a 10-state average. Now let's take a look at those 10 states. There's some interesting things in here to consider. Florida, New Mexico, Alabama, all red states. So a lot more women registering to vote, seemingly registering to vote so that they can vote for their abortion rights. We've got a swing state in there, Pennsylvania, and we've also got Kansas, which is going to be a really interesting point to talk about here because Kansas actually had a voter referendum to vote whether to keep abortion legal. So if we look at February 2022, going back again here, we have 45% female and 55% male. So actually more males registering to vote in February 2022, but a huge swing right here after the Dobbs decision. Now this is right before Kansas's referendum. We have 72% female registering to vote and 28% male. So a big swing there. Here's another visualization right there. You can see as soon as it hits June, a lot more women in Kansas are registering to vote.
And so, Jake, you know, now that Democrats have control of both the Senate and the House, you know, what is kind of the reasoning behind Lindsey Graham proposing legislation like this, knowing that most likely it wouldn't pass?
So, Chile, Lindsey Graham is proposing this right now, and I mean, it's strategic. You got to think here. We have the midterms coming up in November. Right now, it's mid-September. He also had the Dobbs decision in June, so he's trying to take the momentum from the Dobbs decision for pro-life politicians, for pro-life voters, and to put it in action here so that he can keep that momentum rolling. And he also is using it to make it an issue vote for Republicans, to encourage Republicans to get out and get to the polls, because he said to them that if the GOP controls the Senate or the House, he will put this up for vote after the midterms.
Well, you said it's about, you know, the midterms and trying to boost polling for the midterms. Where does the nation stand on this issue of abortion rights?
So the nation actually stands, statistically, America is a pro-choice nation. And that statistical gap actually grew over the summer after the Dobbs decision. More people coming out and saying that they're pro-choice and that they support the right to an abortion. So I'm not sure that this is the best idea for Graham, considering that more people are pro-choice. So if he wants to make it into an issue vote, the Republicans might actually lose that issue vote. Just as we saw in Kansas, we saw all those women registering to vote, and we saw them vote for their abortion rights, and we saw them vote to keep abortion in a state that has been red for the entirety of the 2000s.
Well, we've seen the impact, like you showed over there, with the increase in voter registration, and I think it's going to have a big impact on what happens in the midterms as well. Talking Points analyst Jake Morrell, thank you.